Hey, this is Pastor Mark. Hope you guys are doing well. Gosh, if you somehow tune into this thing and you don't know who I am, pastor at Mammoth Christian Fellowship, and really this is kind of an in-house little note to the fellowship, all the wonderful people there that call Mammoth Christian Fellowship their home. I miss you guys. I hope you're doing well. I know it's shoveling. I was gonna put a suit on for this thing just for fun, but I thought that would really scare everybody. It's been, I mean, goodness, what a winter, huh? It's the 100-year winter that comes like seems like about every six years. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're probably tired of shoveling and looking at gray skies, and we just need to remember how beautiful it is here when the sun breaks out and we see our mountains again, and it's a glorious time. But I just hope that you're doing okay. I was in Isaiah 8 this morning just as part of some routine reading in my Bible, and I came across a passage that just it talks about fearing the Lord, and God simply says this to Isaiah. It's Isaiah 8, chapter 8, part of verse 12 and 13. Simply, the Lord speaking to Isaiah says, "Do not fear what they fear. Do not dread it. The Lord Almighty is the one you are to fear and the one you are to regard as holy." And it was a beautiful passage. And I was like, it's been a while. I've studied Isaiah like you plenty of times. And I thought, you know what? It's been a while since I just kind of reminded myself of the subtle nuance and understanding what truly the fear of the Lord means. And in a commentary that I just happened to grab, it's NIV. Oop, there we go. Life application commentary. These are great resources. I know it's thick, but Isaiah is a thick book too. Um, but these aren't like super scholarly. They're more really just to give you insight into the verse and really some encouragement and a daily application. So I like them for that reason because I think they're just a commentary that anyone can enjoy. But here's what the author of this particular one in Isaiah is John Oswalt. He's professor of Old Testament at goodness, I want to say Wesley Seminary. Um, but anyhow, good insights here. Just want to read those and then I'll sign off. We won't go too long here. But he says this: undoubtedly, Jerusalem in 735 BC. That was in the time when Isaiah was writing. Was like a pot on the boil. A lot of things happening, kind of like what we feel with cultural unrest and things, and then you pile up these big storms on top of it, and next thing you know, we're all hunkered down, worried, and thinking about this or that. And he says, nor was there. It wasn't not just that the resurgent Assyrian army was to be worried about. There was the nearer problem of Syria and Israel. And remember, at this time, he's in Judah, and Israel and Judah are divided, and Israel's winding up to go in cahoots, so to speak, or alliance with some other kings and attack Judah. But everybody, I love this part. It says everybody must have had a theory about what was really going on, and everyone had an opinion about what should be done. In the middle of this whirlpool, God comes to Isaiah with specific instructions. In the first place, he, that is Isaiah, is not to lose his focus on God. He should not be swept off his feet with the latest conspiracy theories, and he should not fall into the trap of fear. Unlike his contemporaries, he should not be spending time creating fanciful, unfounded explanation of what's really going on, arising out of the terror of uncontrollable events. And that's my encouragement that came to me today is to not overthink things. Right now our backs are sore. I couldn't believe when I went down to shovel this morning. Like, okay, the snowpack just like gained like 30 pounds per shovel, it seemed like, just because it was so wet. And of course, it's raining right now, so that'll be exciting. But this interesting thing that the terror of uncontrollable events, that even the weather can give us kind of an unsettled thing. And we all probably are wishing we were playing golf in Palm Desert, or better off Tucson, because suddenly we like Arizona better than California. But I did say that, did I? Yeah. Um, but he says that Isaiah instead should be focus his attention on serving and pleasing the God in whose hands our destinies reside. What a good word that is. The attention to fear in the writing, this author says, is super important, because the fear of the unknown is a defiling kind of fear, but the fear of the Lord is clean. And we would refer to Psalm 19, verse 9 on that. Um, Also, that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. And so it's a good thing to have reverence and awe for God, and really be thinking through this time, what does the Lord think of my response? That's the most important thing, is as how is God viewing my attitudes and my reactions to things. I'm leaving to San Diego to help take care of my dad. It's my week is up, and for me to go and serve, and it's falling on the weekend, just because of people's travel schedules and stuff, and I wasn't able to leave today because the road was closed. And I could be some guy in line honking my horn. I wanted to do that the other day when everyone was taking off their chains right in the middle of the freeway, and that was the only reason why there was a traffic snarl coming out of Mammoth. But you can get feisty right now, and it just feels like we want to blame things on other people, and let our attitudes kind of go a little bit crazy during this time. But the Lord is the one whom we should be thinking. He's the one audience that we would want to please and revere. And so God tells Isaiah that if he gets his attention focused properly, God will be a sanctuary for him. Regardless of what may be happening all around, the one focused on the living God and pleasing him in all things will have a place of security and confidence in him. And that was rich. I wasn't really expecting that. I just had been reading and was like, I want to refresh myself in a few things, and turned to this commentary today, and it blessed me. So hopefully that blessed you. I know this weekend is gonna be kind of, maybe the sun will come out. It's possible it's gonna just keep kind of snowing all the way through. But if you can make it on Saturday night, Joel and Alice are bringing a friend up, from who's just flown into LAX today, from Africa, a missionary friend of theirs, and he'll be sharing um, this Saturday night. And then on Sunday morning, Pastor Jamie's going to be sharing, but he's just getting off a plane tomorrow, from Vancouver, and driving back from Reno. So the best laid plans of mice and men, right? So I have no idea how the weekend is going to unfold. I know I'll be going the Tonopah route to San Diego tomorrow if I have to, but we're looking forward to hearing from Joel's missionary friend, Joel and Alice, missionary friend, and then Jamie on Sunday. But in the meantime, take that to heart, that God reminded Isaiah that he wasn't to be worried about the things going on around him. He is to be concerned about pleasing and obeying his Lord. And so let's keep that going. Think of that in the context of loving the Lord our God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength, which Jesus said is the greatest commandment. And the second is like unto it, love our neighbor as ourselves. Hey, bless you guys. Can't wait to see you again soon. We'll be hanging out together, having some fellowship. Our communion time will be this following weekend in March. Lord bless you.